I am pleased to preside over these convocation ceremonies for our Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences, Master of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Oh yeah, you may be seated. Sorry. It's been a while, okay? It's been 3 years. All right, Masters of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences and Doctor of Pharmacy candidates. Founded in 1889, the University of New Mexico sits on the traditional homelands of the Pueblo of Sandia. The original peoples of New Mexico, Pueblo, Navajo, and Apache, since time immemorial, have deep connections to the land and have made significant contributions to the broad statewide. We honor the land itself and those who remain stewards of this land throughout the generations, and also acknowledge our committed relationship with indigenous peoples. We gratefully recognize our history. Students, over the last 4 years, the faculty of the Department of Pharmacy Practice and Administrative Sciences and the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences have worked very hard to provide you with the knowledge, skills, attitudes, and behaviors to become great pharmacists. The staffs of the Office of Student Affairs, Curricular Affairs, and Experiential Education have been deeply committed to your success as students. Finally, your preceptors have sharpened that knowledge and those skills and behaviors in a controlled, real-world environment to bring you where you are today. Doctors of pharmacy and soon-to-be licensed pharmacists. Will all faculty, staff, and preceptors in the audience please rise to be acknowledged. I would also like to thank the individuals who made today's event possible, including COP Marketing Manager and Live Stream Guru, Jose Rodriguez, over there on the table. It's Christian Duran from the COP IT Department. Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, Dr. Crystal Ward, and the Office of Student Affairs, Katie Gensch, Diana Parker, and Vanessa Villegas. Assistant to the Dean, Rose Williamson, who made sure I showed up at the right hotel today. Markella Pablacos, and Alumni Affairs Coordinator, Alex Tittle. Volunteering to help with today's ceremony is Veronica McNell, Dina Hammond, and Parker Murphy. Thank you for all your help in making this day so special for our class. Class of 2022. I am so proud of you and all your accomplishments. This is a memorable day, and I'm so glad to be able to see you and your family and friends in person. We have all lived through the COVID-19 pandemic over the last 26 months. You completed the last part of your second year and all of your third year of didactic training in a virtual college of pharmacy, and your experiential training in the midst of a resolving but still very present worldwide pandemic. Through it all, you persisted. I'm very impressed and also deeply appreciative of all your flexibility and your tenacity in completing your training. You've worked hard over the last 4 years, and each and every one of you should be proud of your accomplishments. I have heard from faculty, preceptors, employers, research collaborators, other healthcare providers about how talented and driven you are to learn. That means a lot to me and your team. Each of you have learned a lot over the years, not just the knowledge of pharmacy, but also devotion to excellence, your patients, and your profession. To begin the ceremony, I would like to now call on Class President Katie Talon, who will by the Class of 2022 to give the invocation.
thank you to all who helped get us here. Today we celebrate and honor the culmination of 4 years of hard work. As we proceed through the traditions and ceremonies meant to signify the magnitude of this achievement, may we reflect on the highest duty and the greatest honor as pharmacists, to serve our patients well with the knowledge that has been entrusted to us. The struggle and the determination it took to carry on. Today that struggle turns to memory, and may there be joyous memories knowing that enduring this struggle has forged our character and prepared us for our careers. I hope that today's celebrations are a blessing for you and your family and your friends. Thank you. Two class officers come forward to present this year's awards.
Everyone, my name is Ashley Winters, and I have the honor of presenting the External Preceptor of the Year Award. The Preceptor of the Year Award is given to someone who is enthusiastic about teaching, facilitates learning, and demonstrates genuine interest in their learners. Our class voted and selected Dr. Alumni Shank. Dr. Shank is extremely knowledgeable and compassionate preceptor who consistently displays and promotes the highest standards in pharmacy. She gives her time selflessly and never hesitates to mentor others towards achieving their professional goals. Having Dr. Shank as a preceptor was invaluable. She helps shape learners into successful fourth-year students and future pharmacists. It was an honor and privilege to get to learn under such a wonderful person, and she is very deserving of this award.
Hello everybody, my name is Dominic Acosta. I have the honor of presenting the Faculty Appreciation Award, voted by the class of 2022. This award is given to an individual who motivates learning with their enthusiasm of teaching, facilitates learning by being open to questions and feedback, and establishes a positive relationship with their learners by serving as a good role model. Our class voted and chose Dr. Bernadette Jaden. To work alongside Dr. Jaden during her infectious disease rotation, and I quickly learned the value and importance of a pharmacist on a multidisciplinary team. Although she may have been juggling a wide variety of responsibilities all at once, she always made sure that her learners were her top priority. We were consistently provided with feedback and with opportunities to learn and grow. Not only was she an excellent preceptor, but she was also an excellent mentor. I am glad that I had her rotation early in my fourth year. It was my second rotation to be exact. And because it prepared me for success for the remainder of my rotations. So I am deeply grateful to her for that. She is very deserving of this award. Everyone please give a hand for Dr. Bernadette.
Good afternoon. My name is Zoe Jo Caston. I have the honor of presenting the Faculty Preceptor of the Year Award. So the preceptor that won this award, it was voted by the class of 2022. He is a professor and a preceptor, and from the first day you take his class, you know that he thoroughly loves teaching students. This is his passion. He loves teaching us, and he loves to just make sure we have as much experience as we can get before we go out to the real world. He teaches 2 types of rotations during your API fourth year, cardiology and academia. Both rotations are highly recommended and highly appreciated due to the high level of educations that students receive. He gives students the opportunity to engage in interdisciplinary patient care teams, The class of 2022 voted for Dr. James Nowarskis for the faculty preceptor. Preceptors, please just check the back of your plaque for a gift card from the college. And I have the honor of presenting the J.P. Hood Award. The J.P. Hood Award is given to a graduating student pharmacist who has overcome adversity throughout their time in pharmacy school. This year's awardee is Rachel Crucius. Rachel endured a unique sort of adversity, and it's hard for any of us to understand what she went through. But she overcame it, not only with perseverance, poise, and steadfast character, which alone would be enough to receive this award. But Rachel, a true natural leader, turned around and organized several community service events to get us involved in helping others affected by those events. Rachel, you set an example for all of us. You represent the best of us, and you showed us what pharmacy students are capable of. We're so proud to give you this award. Please come forward. Class of 2022, speaking on behalf of our class's executive team, thank you so much for allowing us to serve you. It's been an honor to represent you over the years and work with you throughout all of the unprecedented ups and downs. You guys are amazing and you're all going to be wonderful pharmacists. Thank you and congratulations. We did it!
Great job, guys. And again, congratulations to all of our award recipients. I would now like to introduce Class Secretary Ashley Winters, who brings... And this is why we need to have an in-person ceremony. You don't get that in the Zoom world. So keep on bringing it. All right. Anyway, but Ashley is going to bring comments on behalf of our graduates.
What did the thermometer say to the graduated cylinder? You may have graduated, but I've got many degrees. Alright, now what I'm here for. Hello, distinguished faculty and staff, family, friends, and fellow graduates. It is a great honor to be speaking to everyone today. Let me start off by saying, congratulations, class of 2022. We did it. Lack of sleep and long intern days have finally allowed us to reach the goal we set for ourselves 4 years ago. However, we did not get here alone. Whether it be your spouse, partner, children, family, friends, furry friends, or even we all helped getting here. Today, take the time to celebrate with those closest to you and let them know not only how vital they were to your success here at the University of New Mexico College of Pharmacy, but also in shaping you into who you are. Graduating from a doctorate program is quite the accomplishment, and you should be extremely proud of this achievement. If you ask the average person what pharmacists do, they will likely say the common joke of being a legal drug dealer, or even pill counters, literally counting by 5 and popping the pills in a bottle. We might as well have taken a single accounting class to do that. Little do they know how our responsibilities extend far beyond what they see. With our degree, we have been entrusted great power in helping our patients. And with great power comes great responsibility. Today, we will be walking out of here with an expensive piece of paper that says we're a doctor of pharmacy, but that is not the only thing we will be leaving with. Throughout our 4 years, we have developed close bonds that will last a lifetime. Our class faced unique challenges, the biggest one, the COVID pandemic. However, we were still able to virtually gather as a class via our Facebook group with many voting brackets and photo contests, thanks Zoe. Although we did miss out on our finals week tradition study muffins for 2 years. Thanks, Katie. We didn't let a pandemic stop us from achieving our goals, and I am very proud to be standing here today with you all at an in-person graduation. As I began writing the speech, I was looking at inspirational quotes of what to say to my None of them felt fitting until I was thinking about our biochemistry class, P1 year, with our beloved faculty advisor, Dr. Todd Thompson. Thinking back on our lectures, Dr. Thompson always had the Star Trek symbol on his lecture slides, and he raised up his Vulcan salute as we walked into the room. At the time, some of you might have known what he was doing, but I was sitting there thinking, okay, Dr. Thompson, can we start the lecture? I'm ready to learn about periods and pyrimidines. Looking back now, I think Dr. Thompson really knew that Star Trek offers a lot of valuable life lessons that he wished to impart upon us. One such example can be found in Spock. Spock once said, "Logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end." Logic is a system of reasoning or thinking. Without it, you can't have wisdom. Logic relates to a specific sequence of events, one concept, or one idea. It is a tool that allows us to break things down to the barest essence. Wisdom is the quality of having experience, knowledge, good judgment, and enlightenment. Where logic breaks down ideas, a necessary first step to understanding, wisdom puts them together, allowing us to see beyond the individual pieces. It connects different concepts and ideas and gives insight. Wisdom depends on the amount of experience an individual has. As experience accumulates, and with careful teaching and mentorship, our logic matures into wisdom. We have learned and grown in logic throughout our time in pharmacy school. Starting as excited young pharmacists P1 year, learning about how medications are manufactured, all the way to P4 year, where we began to make important patient care interventions. The Doctor of Pharmacy degree that we've earned today has given us the logic to begin to understand wisdom. We will face difficult situations, and we will rely on our logic and training to find reasonable solutions. Our wisdom will continually grow as we go out into the world as pharmacists and convey our knowledge to help our patients, and as we work to advance the practice of pharmacy. I know each one of you is going to be an amazing pharmacist and make an incredible impact on the lives of your patients. Although we might not all be following the path, we all took an oath to devote ourselves to a lifetime of service through others through the profession of pharmacy. And through this oath is where we will continue to develop our wisdom. So, as Dr. Thompson and Spock would say, live long and prosper, class of 2022.
So, I'm thrilled to see all the people in this room, but we do have some seats down here in front. If anybody wants to come down here and sit, we have some empty seats and empty rows. We have some over here. So anybody wants to come down front, feel free. There's a bunch of empty seats over here, right behind the faculty. So nobody's moving. There we go. Look at the great seats. Look at that. All right. So now it is my pleasure to recognize our alumni emeriti, who are celebrating their 50th anniversary of their graduation. Since we were not able to recognize our alumni emeriti at in-person ceremonies for the last 2 years, today we have invited alumni from the classes of 1970, 1971, and 1972. You may notice that each alumnus is wearing a specially designed, one-of-a-kind gold medallion to signify the golden anniversary of their graduation. Please rise as I call your names. They are, from the class of 1970, Mr. Dennis Burns, Mrs. Joyce Erickson, Captain Paul McSherry, Dr. Arthur Nieto, Mrs. Jane Payton, Dr. Tom Sims Jr. From the class of 1971, we have Dr. Michael Beatrice. Mr. Delbert Lopez. We have no representatives from the class of 1970. 1972, but let's give those guys a round of applause. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Russell Melkert as our Convocation keynote speaker. Dr. Melkert serves as the Dean of the University of Missouri, Kansas City School of Pharmacy. He completed a BS in Pharmacy and a PhD in Pharmaceutical Sciences at the University of Oklahoma Health Sciences Center College of Pharmacy. Following graduate school, he joined the Division of Pharmacology and Toxicology at the University of Texas at Austin College of Pharmacy. Went from Oklahoma to UT?
Still in trouble for that.
Okay. And as a National Institute for Environmental Health Sciences postdoctoral trainee. Dr. Melkert received his first faculty appointment in 1995 at the University of Arkansas for Medical Sciences College of Pharmacy and worked his way through the rank of professor and served as the chair of the Department of Pharmaceutical Sciences. He joined UMKC as Dean and Professor of Pharmacology and Pharmaceutical Sciences in 2010. He remains active in teaching pharmacy, dental, and graduate curricula and has received over 20 awards from students for his instructional efforts. He has published numerous scholarly works in pharmacology, toxicology, pharmaceutical sciences, and pharmacy education, and his research work has been funded by the Department of Defense and the National Institutes of Health. He served as the chair of the Council of Deans of the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy in 2019-2020, and most recently, he was elected to serve as president-elect of AACP in 21-22. Please welcome Dr. Russ Melkert to the stage.
Thank you, Dean Godwin. Wow. Yet another beautiful day in New Mexico, am I right? Made even more beautiful by these graduates here. You look great in red and black. Actually very nervous about this. I've done a number of these as a faculty member and as a dean, but they've all been on my home court, so this is my very first time in an away game. So thank you. What an honor to be here. For family and friends and loved ones of your graduates, if you don't know, the University of New Mexico College of Pharmacy is a very prestigious pharmacy program. It is led by faculty and administration who are world-renowned for their areas. They are leaders. The state of New Mexico are leaders in the practice of pharmacy, thanks in large part because of College of Pharmacy faculty and the preceptors out there educating these graduates. So congratulations. I'm absolutely honored to be here, and I don't feel worthy, and I'm nervous, and the bio kind of dates me a little bit, but what will also date me is when I get nervous, I sometimes pull the, there was a character on Saturday Night Live called Stuart Smalley. So I look in the mirror this morning at the Embassy Suites and say I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. And it doesn't really, actually I kind of figured out that Stuart Smalley wasn't right. He's correct, he's incorrect. You know, being smart enough is not good enough. And when you have a keynote speaker at the commencement, everybody wants to keep it short, and I want to keep it short too, but it's kind of tradition to give one last instruction for our graduates. So I'll try that. But first, let me tell you that I can say with authority, you are the best graduates ever from the University of New Mexico College of Pharmacy, and I can say that with full confidence because you know more about drug therapy, you know more about health and wellness of the public, and you know more about your specific interests and areas of expertise that you're going to, maybe research as well, than anyone ever before to come out of this prestigious institution. So congratulations to all of you. And if that's not enough, family and friends and loved ones, there's about 332 million people in this country, about 330,000 pharmacists. That means that your loved one sitting up here is already 1 in 1,000 people. So they're unique. You don't have to tell you they're unique, but they're unique to the world. So you are the creme de la creme. You're the piece de la resistance. There is very little out there that you are not capable of learning. We know that now for sure. Yet, smart enough is not good enough. And so, what we are all up against is not just this viral pandemic or the next one, and there will be a next one, It is the breakdown of community and social connections that created a pandemic of loneliness and isolation. It has the potential to significantly disrupt our own well-being and to destroy our societies, and we have to stop it with more energy and with more resources than we threw up against this viral pandemic. And to that end, I want to share with you our Surgeon General's book, Together, Dr. Vivek Murthy. If you haven't had a chance to read that, I encourage you to pick up a copy of it. He talks about this pandemic of isolation, and he's particularly worried about all of our healthcare providers and wanting to make sure your well-being is cared for. And in his book, he points out the importance of community and connectedness. In all the tragedy, the morbidity and mortality of SARS-CoV-2 was the impact of the collateral damage caused by social distancing and isolation. COVID-19 produced what I would call necrosis and apoptosis of our communities. Initially, we held that together with duct tape, like I do at projects at my house. And how long does the duct tape last? Not very long. How long did it take you to get tired of a Zoom happy hour? Not very long. And how happy we're all to be here together. So we held it together with Zoom, but it wouldn't last. Initially held together, our communities began to lose touch within and without their social structures. Dr. Murthy defines and summarizes the impact of important research identifying the prevalence of loneliness and its significant medical consequences. He summarizes the 2018 Henry J. Kaiser Foundation research that 22% of adults, 22%, report often or always feeling lonely. That's greater than 55 million people in this country alone. Double the number of cigarette smokers, and double the number of diabetics we have in this country. Dr. Murthy also summarizes decades of research conducted by Dr. Julianne Wolfe-Lundstedt that the impact of lacking social connection on overall health was equal to the risk of smoking 15 cigarettes per day. The impact of lacking social connection on overall health was equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes per day. The risk is greater than the risk associated with obesity, excess alcohol consumption, and lack of exercise. And in short, Dr. Wolfe-Lundstedt found that weak social connections were a significant danger to our health. Perhaps we always knew that, but now strongly supported by decades of research. So what do? It can't be all gloomy, right? What can you do? Maybe you were raised like me, or typically in our healthcare professions, the age-old adage was that if you're struggling or lonely, it was generally not acceptable to complain because you had a patient to take care of. But Dr. Murthy says it doesn't have to be that way. We have to realize that if we struggle or are feeling lonely, that doesn't mean we're broken, that doesn't mean we are deficient. Rather, it just means we're human beings. And we all experience that at some point in time, just as we do for other vital needs, such as hunger or thirst. We need that social connectedness. And our culture doesn't have to be that way, and we all have the ability to change it. Dr. Murthy provides some very practical advice for us to help break this chain of loneliness and despair. A few simple things that we can all do that cost us absolutely nothing. And so I wanted to share those with you. There's three major things. He says, first, reinvest in your relationships to strengthen your human connections. To do that, he says, all you have to do is take 15 minutes each day to reach out to people you know and see how they're doing. Second, he says, we need to improve the quality of time that we do spend with people. Reduce the distractions. Set down your smartphone. In this age of competition for your attention is plagued by social media with artificial intelligence that is specifically designed to keep your attention on your smartphone. Set it down. Think about the last time you had a quality conversation with someone that was totally engaged. And Dr. Murthy says 5 minutes of engaged conversation is worth well over 30 minutes of a distracted one. And third, he suggests that we search for ways to serve one another. Maybe that is simply checking in on somebody, taking food to someone in need, whatever. But the small acts can be very powerful. According to Dr. Morthy, doing more of these three things every day will help you tremendously. It'll help me tremendously with our own well-being, if only just to give us some time to think about others and interact with others rather than being by ourselves. So clearly the greatest source of career and life satisfaction is not money. But the key from all this research is generosity and kindness and the social connectedness that ensues. So be intentional in your efforts to connect with others, to connect yourself, and it's critical for your well-being, for our well-being. We all depend upon it. And I want to leave you with a quote from Dr. Morthy in his book that really touched me. And I hope that it does for you as well. It's his hopes and dreams for his own children that he hopes will continue for generations to come. And he says, quote, "When the moments of loneliness and suffering arise, take both hands and place them on your heart and close your eyes. And think about the friends and family who have been there for you throughout your life, in moments of joy and also in the depths of disappointment. The people have listened to you when you were sad, the people who believed in you even when you lost faith in yourself, the people who have held you, lifted you up, and seen you for who you really are. Feel their warmth and their kindness washing over you, filling you with happiness. And now open your eyes." And today is a great moment of joy for all of you. Congratulations. Reinvest in your relationships with family and friends. Set down your smartphone to improve the quality of your time with one another. Reach out to someone who may be in need of connection. And all of these things will help you make it through your times of need. Congratulations. Best wishes.
So, thank you, Russ, for those inspiring words. As a token of our appreciation for traveling all the way to Albuquerque and speaking to our graduating students, please accept this one-of-a-kind Navajo horsehair pottery created by the artist White Goat as a reminder of your trip to New Mexico. All right, class 2022, get ready. Prepare to graduate. Assistant Dean for Curricular Affairs, Dr. Joe Anderson, will announce the names of our graduates. So faculty leaders, as your group of students approaches the stage, please come up on that side and meet them in the center of the stage. Dr. Anderson. Sorry, my bad. Like I said, it's been 3 years coming right. All right. Will the candidate for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences come to the stage?
And this is our inaugural Bachelor of Science in Pharmaceutical Sciences. Hometown is Albuquerque, New Mexico, and her plans after graduation, she hopes to continue being part of the workforce in an occupation that utilizes her skill set.
Dr. Anderson stole my thunder, but again, I do want to mention that Maddie is the first graduate in the research and development track of our BS-PS degree. In pharmaceutical sciences come to the stage. We're joining me on stage here for shake hands.
Cameron Chong. Being heard by Dr. Alicia Bolt. Caroline Jordan from Tyner, North Carolina. Joshua Alcone. Todd Thompson.
Doctor of Pharmacy candidates, please prepare to be hooded. The Doctor of Pharmacy students have chosen Doctors Todd Thompson and Crystal Ward to serve as their marshals for the ceremony. First row, please approach the stage.
Dr. Cameron Chalk from Albuquerque, New Mexico, being hooded by Dr. Alicia Bolt. After graduation, is to complete a residency at CPS Caremark. Dr. Caroline Jordan from Tyner, North Carolina, and Dr. Kendall Hall. We complete a residency at the University of New Mexico Hospital. Dr. Joshua Alcone from Mora, New Mexico. Dr. Alcone's plans are to work in a community pharmacy and one day work in industry pharmacy and help design clinical trials for new drug therapies. Dr. Thompson, please stay up. Dr. Justin Katobi. Dr. Katobi plans to be a retail pharmacist for Smith's. Dr. Ashley Winters. Dr. Winters plans to complete a PGY1 residency at the University of New Mexico. And a Convocation plans to pursue a PGY2 residency in pediatrics. Dr. Katie Talon from Albuquerque, New Mexico is being hooded. Dr. Talon is going to complete a PhD in epidemiology at the University of Pennsylvania. She's being hooded by she was hooded by Dr. Jameson, and she's unsure of her plans after graduation. I just got a new phone, so that's awesome. Dominic, Dr. Dominic. Being hooded by Dr. Jameson. Dr. Acosta is completing a PGY1 residency at Presbyterian, with plans of pursuing a PGY2 residency in infectious diseases. Dr. Zoe Caston from Tracy White. Dr. Caston is completing a PGY1 residency at Memorial Medical Center in Las Cruces. Dr. Brooke Johnson from Artesia, New Mexico. Is being heard by Dr. White, and she plans to move to Amarillo, Texas to complete a PGY1 residency at Baptist St. Anthony Hospital, where she will also receive an appointment as an assistant instructor with the Texas Tech University Health Science School of Pharmacy. Dr. Rachel Crucius from Dallas, Texas. Dr. Crucius plans to complete a PGY1 residency at Methodist Charlton Medical Center in Dallas, Texas. Dr. Kimberly Wong from Alumni plans to work at Smith's Food and Drug Pharmacy as well as Lobos Women's Hospital. Dr. Jada Gooden from Dr. Gooden plans to work at RX Innovations in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Dr. Gardenia Gomez from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dr. Gomez plans to include pursuing her next adventure. Dr. Victoria Antoinette Lopez from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Lopez is going to complete a residency at Southwest Care Center in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dr. Amanda Estrada from She has plans to work at community and hospital pharmacy as well as focus on spending more time with her two daughters. Dr. Brianna Slight from Slight plans to pursue a career in community, long-term care, or compounding pharmacy. Dr. Ariana Sanchez from Dr. Alexandra Herman. Dr. Sanchez will be a resident of the community pharmacy-based Safeway Regis University program in Denver, Colorado. She's excited to expand her experience in and she's also excited to explore her growing interest in pharmacy administration. Koblenz from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Dr. Koblenz plans to work at Walgreens with an interest in specialty pharmacy. Dr. Autumn Pinard from Edgewood, New Mexico. Dr. Pinard is going to complete an American Society of Health System Pharmacist Executive Fellowship in Association Leadership and Management in Bethesda, Maryland. Dr. Destiny Ortiz from Alex Herman. Her plans are to work in community pharmacy. Congratulations. Megan Zamora from Conferring, New Mexico. Has accepted a full-time hospital position at Eastern New Mexico Medical Center. And while there, Dr. Zamora plans to pursue her pharmacist clinician license and continue working as needed to assess pharmacy. Dr. Alexandra Gutierrez. Dr. Gutierrez's plans are to work at community pharmacists with Alumni. Carlton. Dr. Carlton is going to complete a PGY1 residency at the Albuquerque Veterans Administration. Dr. Justin Borrego. Dr. Kiana Lujan. Dr. Lujan is going to work in a community pharmacy with CVS Pharmacy. Dr. Nan Nguyen. Dr. Nguyen's plans are to be a community pharmacist at Smith's Food and Drug Pharmacy after graduation. Dr. Tran Tuong from Guangdong, Their plans are to go to work for a community pharmacy and continue advocating for our profession anywhere she goes. Dr. Adamata Minata. To both the inpatient and outpatient setting. That's from Dr. Lopez is going to complete a PGY1 residency at the University of New Mexico Hospital. Dr. Brianna Valencia. Dr. Valencia is starting a PGY1 residency at the Phoenix VA Hospital, and she hopes to become an ambulatory care pharmacist. Dr. Tatiana Iopino from Alumni. Her plans are to complete a PGY1 residency at the University of Texas at El Paso, community-based residency, and she's excited to work with underserved Hispanic and Latino communities. Dr. Jessica Severin from Las Vegas. Severin's plans are to stay on his work and work as a pharmacist with the Kroger Company and work toward becoming a clinical ambulatory care pharmacist. Dr. Ryan, New Mexico. Being hosted by Dr. Jim Payne, and he is currently unsure of his future plans. Dr. Vincent Lee from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He worked as a pharmacist with Walgreens after graduation. Dr. Toby Chu from Albuquerque. Dr. Chu's plans are to work at Swiss Pharmacy.
Congratulations.
Dr. Emily Bransford from South work as a pharmacist at Southwest Care Center. Dr. Kevin Berry from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dr. Berry's plans are to work as a community pharmacist. Dr. Chenzi Dai from Dr. Dai's plans are to work in community pharmacy after graduation. Dr. Pat Nguyen from Rio Grande, New community pharmacy with some ambulatory care pharmacy. Dr. Derek Nunez from Lobos, New Mexico. Dr. Nunez's plans are to move to Scottsdale to begin a career as a nuclear pharmacist with the company Cardinal Health. Dr. Danielle Griego from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dr. Griego's hospital pharmacy after completion of her PG-11 residency and continue to make her parents proud and help the patients of New Mexico. Dr. Maria Angelica Isidro from Dr. Isidro's plans are to work as a staff pharmacist at CVS Pharmacy. Dr. Nathan Eamson from Bangkok, Thailand. Dr. Eamson's plans are to continue volunteering as an expert and working at Walgreens Pharmacy. Dr. Jocelyn Rowan from Rowan's plans are to continue work in recovery treatment and obtain her pharmacist clinician license in hopes of specializing in inpatient behavioral health. Dr. Christopher Lang from Alumni. Dr. Lang is being with by Dr. Patton Patil. Dr. Lang is unsure what he's going to do after graduation. Dr. Maria Lucero from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Plans are to continue to provide patient care in New Mexico. Dr. Miguel Hernandez from Conferring. Dr. Hernandez is being coached by Dr. Pharmacist. He plans to one day teach the next generation of pharmacists. Dr. Zachary Rivera from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Plans to work at Walgreens and focus on upper management. Dr. Brianna Kuskov are to work as an inpatient pharmacist at Encompass Health Rehabilitation.
I get the pleasure of taking over for Dr. Anderson so that he can hood. Dr. Chad Castillo. Dr. Anderson, and he plans to work for Indian Health Services after graduation. Also being hooded by Dr. Anderson, Dr. Park plans to work in community farming. Dr. Amber Nuttall from Dr. Nuttall plans to work for Smith's Pharmacy and become a Tina Nguyen from Alumni. Dr. Nguyen plans to work for Sandoval Regional Medical Center. Nguyen from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Dr. Nguyen plans to accept a position with Walgreens. Albuquerque, New Mexico. After we have heart failure, he will be hooded by Dr. Anderson. And Dr. Anderson for nurses at the New Mexico VA healthcare system. My heart has to recover. Dr. Carla May Everhart. Dr. Everhart plans to continue to work at Walgreens and serve her community. Not least, Del C from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. For Dr.
All right, so I neglected, I told you guys I was rusty. So I neglected to mention that you notice our first 3 doctorate of pharmacy candidates went up twice. So they actually earned their dual degrees, both their PharmD and their MS degrees in their 4 years of training. So let's give them a hand. Installed until over gets back. Oh, he's back.
Elmer's back.
I have no jokes. All right, anyway, so to all of our graduates, as members of the class of 2022, you are joining more than 3,500 graduates of the College of Pharmacy, the oldest health professional program at the University of New Mexico. All right, graduates, prepare to move your tassel from the right to the left side to designate that you have now graduated. (2022) Doctor of Pharmacy graduates, please rise and unroll your scrolls. And join me in reciting the oath of the pharmacist. I also invite any pharmacist in the audience to rise and recite the oath found in your program. All right, everyone, let's be loud and proud. Okay? All right. I promise to devote myself to a lifetime of service to others, to the profession of pharmacy, and fulfill this power. I will secure the welfare of humanity and relieve suffering in my primary concerns. I will promote diversity and advocate for justice to advance health equity. I will Graduates, I want you to take a moment to thank those who have supported you all during your education. Graduates, take a moment to thank your parents, grandparents, siblings, spouses, children, and friends. So let's thank them. Thank you all for supporting the class of 2022 during their years at the College of Pharmacy. So in closing, I couldn't get into this, I'd like to briefly share some final words of wisdom. Lead, don't follow. You were the 74th class to graduate from our program. The 73 classes preceding you have pushed pharmacy practice and research forward and will continue to do so. I expect you to have that same level of leadership and excellence in your careers. Get involved in the profession. Advocate for change at the local, state, and national levels. Remember what you and your classmates did to get the pharmaceutical payer parity bill passed by the New Mexico legislature in 2020. It was amazing. Be proud. Let us do the same for the Equitable Community Access to Pharmacist Services Act, or ECAPS. which enables Medicare patients to receive timely and consistent treatment from pharmacists for pandemic-related health services and for pharmacists to respond to ongoing and future health threats to our nation. This will be a game changer for the future of your profession and your career. Join your local and national pharmacy organizations and be active. Changes and advances in pharmacy practice and the pharmaceutical sciences will not happen overnight, and will take the combined efforts of practitioners and scientists from all over the country to push forward. Be part of that push. Remember to stay connected. Stay connected to each other, to your family, to your patients, the profession, and your College of Pharmacy, as you are now part of our proud alumni family. Class of 2022, I hope that you all mark your calendars to return as emeritus alumni in May of 2072. If you do, we will have those medallions waiting for you. I'll be 103. But if I'm still around and mobile, I'll see what I can do to come back and join you. I want to congratulate, so after the audience, I want to ask the audience to remain seated as the faculty and then the students exit the ballroom. And then you can join us in the foyer to congratulate your graduates. I want to congratulate the class of 2022 one more time. I know you'll make your mark on the world, and I look forward to hearing about your accomplishments over the next years. Class of 2022, go out there and be great in everything you do.